Hello and welcome to a special concert edition of Matt's Mosh Pit. I am on my way to the Fillmore in Silver Spring, Maryland to see As I Lay Dying with Chelsea Grin opening. I believe there's another band opening. It starts with an E. I'm going to put it right here because I can't remember the name. Either way, I'm super excited. It's going to be an awesome time. You're absolutely going to want to join me. Okay, as my luck would have it, I get to sit in standstill traffic. I shouldn't say standstill because it actually is moving a little bit, but it's extremely slow. So it's going to take me forever to get to the show. That is the fun part about living near Washington, D.C. is it literally is like the worst traffic in America. I think next to California, or LA, I mean. But it's definitely up there, awful traffic. So if you live in a place where there isn't as much traffic, be thankful because this is awful. But anyway, that's part of the trip, I guess. And so I'm sure you guys want to hear a little bit more about that. So, boom, traffic.
A few moments later.
While I'm sitting in traffic, or at least moving very slowly, I should probably give a shout out to a friend of the channel, Sad Goldfish, who basically asked me when I was going to do another vlog, and so as luck would have it, I've got a bunch coming out. And one of the suggestions was to learn a little bit more about the venue that I'm going to. Oh, also the ticket price. I should start off with the ticket prices for the show I'm going to tonight are $48 for general admission, and then there's like a higher VIP level that's about $100. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of splurged and went for the $100 version, only really because I was gonna try to film as much as I could, and it's easier when you have actually a seat or a place to go. So and I kind of like that level. It's kind of like an upper level situation, which has its own, bar and waitress and all that kind of stuff. So I really can't complain about that. But anyway, those are the prices. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to the Fillmore in Silver Spring, Maryland, and it's probably one of my favorite places. I don't like to travel there. I don't like the traffic getting there. But as far as the venue goes, it's actually really cool. The sound is amazing. I've done a few vlogs from there already. The Electric Cowboy vlog, the Blind Guardian vlog, and I feel like there was another, but I definitely have a couple shows coming up where I'm going to be at the exact same venue. So at some point, they're just going to know who I am. But anyway, the venue holds 2,000 people, so that is as big as it gets, and so it's always good. It always feels somewhat intimate, which is really good. So I really enjoy it. Love the Fillmore at Silver Spring, and yeah. So Sad Goldfish, that's for you, my friend.
A few moments later.
Okay, still moving slow. So I figured while I'm moving slow and there's really nothing else I can do, might as well talk to you some more. So just a little background on this show, actually. I was a big fan of Chelsea Grin, the opening act, prior to starting this channel. And I found them because the lead singer of Chelsea Grin was the former lead singer of Lorna Shore, who I got into big time before the channel started. And so I had heard that he was with Chelsea Grin, so I started, listening to them and checking them out. He also has another band called Darko, which is definitely, it's pretty wild. It's I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of all over the place in a good sort of way. So definitely check out Darko if you get a chance. And if you haven't already checked out Chelsea Grin, definitely check them out. And then as you guys know, if you've been following the channel, a couple weeks ago, I feel like, or maybe a little over a month ago, As I Lay Dying basically put out a video, and I had heard the name all over the place, but I'd never actually listened to him. And so I checked the song out, loved it, and literally I feel like it was like the next week this show got announced. And so I figured if it was really, honestly, if it was really just As I Lay Dying, I don't know that I would have pulled the trigger on the tickets, but because Chelsea Grin was opening up, I absolutely had to go. So since then, I've actually listened to a lot of As I Lay Dying in preparation for the show. So I'm really, really excited because I do love everything that I've heard from them so far. And Chelsea Grin. So yeah, it's going to be a great show. Hopefully we'll get there soon. And I'll see you then.
A few moments later.
Okay, pro tip or hot take, however you want to call it. If you are sitting in traffic like your boy, and don't really know what you should listen to, I highly suggest the band Knocked Loose. I found them a few months ago, and I'll be honest with you, they literally sound like everything that's going in through my head right now. So if you're not familiar with Knocked Loose, go and check them out. And, you know, just even if you only listen to them while you're in traffic or any other kind of frustrating situation, you know, it's definitely worth it. But like I said, in case you're wondering what's going through my head right now, check out any song by Knocked Loose. It doesn't really matter. I highly suggest their latest album is fantastic. Just pick any song you want, press play, and you will know exactly what's going through my head right now while I'm sitting in this slow moving traffic.
A few moments later.
Finally made it to the Fillmore, so we are good to go. Plenty of time for the show.
Pro tip, if you're coming to the Fillmore in Silver Spring, you want to get the Vertigo Lounge upgrade passes. It allows you to enter the venue before the doors open. You get to hang out at a cool bar, get some snacks, but most importantly, you don't have to wait in line, and as soon as the doors open, you are going to be the first person at the stage or the merch line. So definitely want to get Vertigo Lounge access. Just past the doors of the Vertigo Lounge was the merch section for Entheos. They had a good selection of shirts and shorts and albums and hats and stickers and pretty much everything that you would want from the band. Just remember, always tip the attendant. After Entheos, I went to the Chelsea Grin table, and I have to say, for my money's worth, I think Chelsea Grin had the best table as far as merch goes. The sweatshirts were super cool. You might see one on your boy at some point, but anyway, I really like their merch. It was really cool. Last but not least is the As I Lay Dying merch table. I'm not going to lie, it was pretty underwhelming. There really wasn't anything that stood out to me. I did get the shirt with the tour dates just because, hey, if you're going to a show, you got to get the tour dates. I don't see why you get the other shirt. So if when in doubt, get the tour dates. And remember, the merch does more than you know for the band, so absolutely buy merch when possible.
The first band up tonight is a band called Entheos. I don't really know anything about them. I hope they're good. And hey, we'll find out together, folks.
Entheos. We have actually never played here before, so it's a pleasure to be here with all of you tonight. We put out an album last year. It is called Time Will Take Us All. Right now we're going to play the opening track off of it. I like that fucking pit I'm seeing. I want to see more of that. I want to see more crowd surfers. Let's fucking go. This song is called Absolute Zero. Mosh!
This next song is about being infinite consciousness, embodying these super weak vessels while enduring nothing but trials and tribulation that are only known to mankind. This is called the Isthmus, ladies and gentlemen. Then maybe you're familiar with the fucking Battle of Helm's Deep. Let's get a wall of death right now, baby. Come on now, split it as big as you can. This is called Death Rose. This is about to our fucking homie Michaela. Yee! Who's the biggest motherfucker in that pit right now? Let me see those muscles. Okay, only a couple. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. You ready to get them riled up, Poppy? This last song's called Hostage, ladies and gentlemen. One rule. Everybody's gotta fucking bounce, capiche? Alright, well I'm gonna count you in and we're gonna jump. You ready? Alright. Open that pit one more fucking time. Get ready for As I Lay Dying!
I've got something to admit. Right before I came on stage, I was feeling just a little bit tired. And you guys have made me feel great. I'm warmed up now. I just finally warmed up. Are you guys feeling good out there? We're gonna bring out a special guest for this next one. I hope you got here early enough to see Entheos, because here comes Channing to the stage. Since she's been joining us for that song, that's been a highlight of my night every night. Please let Cheney make some noise for her tonight. All right, like I said, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very warmed up. I hope you guys are feeling good, because I need your help. Here we go. So I already mentioned I wanted to thank those people that came back to see us from 2019. But I know we have some fans that go back even further. And we're always so grateful. This one goes back to 2003. Show me what you got. last chance to play music up here. This is it, your last chance to get in that pit. Your last chance to crowd surf. And your last chance to sing along. Let's go. Thank you all so much. Thank you. We just want to remember tonight, we're going to get one last picture. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I just got out of the show and I was going to do something right in front of the building, but it was way too loud, and so reality is it just wouldn't have sounded good. So I just wanted to give you my final thoughts on the show. For starters, before I get into the bands, I just want to say that it was one of the most amazing crowds I think I've ever seen as far as the sheer niceness of the crowd. The crowd was... everybody was pretty nice, when in the pits, if somebody fell down, people picked them up, which is pretty much customary in shows these days and whatnot. So that wasn't really what threw me. It was more like if I was like kind of, let's say, waiting in line for the bathroom, it was just the conversations that people were starting, just the sheer friendliness. It just seemed like there was such a good, peaceful, vibe. It was really, really great. So that should just be a big ups in its own right. Forget the bands, just the sheer fact that everybody was like super cool, super friendly, and it was just an overall fantastic vibe. Okay, now it's time for the bands. The first band up was the band Entheos, and I'll be honest with you, I said it before they came out, I've never heard them before, I'd never heard of them before, and so it was brand new to me. And I have to say, they won me over. The lead singer, I don't know her name, and I'll probably put it up in the the thing right here. But anyway, I don't know her name, but she just owned the stage, did an amazing job. I wish I knew the songs, but I really didn't. But it's definitely a band that I'm gonna check out more of. So Entheos was pretty solid, and if they come to your town, you should definitely check them out. And the next band up was Chelsea Grin. And I'm not going to lie, Chelsea Grin was a little bit of a disappointment for me because I think I went in with such high expectations. And I really, really do love their music. And so I listen to that regularly and I love it. It just has that just perfect sound for me. And I would say the band sounded great as far as the musicianship, the overall sound and everything like that. But if you really compare the lead singers of all three bands tonight, it seemed as if Tom Barber from Chelsea Grin was, I think, a little bit more laid back than everybody else, and it was just, you know, he did what he had to do, but it didn't seem like he went overboard as far as like hyping the crowd that much. It seemed more laid back, which for that style of music, I feel like I want somebody just like, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So, you know, maybe it's just me, but the other thing that kind of turned me off a little bit is when it was their final song and they left, they pretty much just left. There was really no like, hey, thank you for showing up. You know, a lot of the bands give the thank yous and the name of the city, all that kind of stuff. And, you know, for me, I think that means something. It just says like, hey, we had a special time together. You know, I kind of want to thank you. I don't know, or something, but it just seemed like it just sort of just ended. And, you know, I can't really complain too much. So if I really had to have one complaint, it would be that. Just give a good thank you, you know. That's all I'm asking for. So yeah, but other than that, the music was fantastic from Chelsea Grin, and quite frankly, there was more energy and more vibe in the crowd than on the stage. And so it's always just better, I think, when there's a good blend between the stage and the crowd, you know, as far as energy goes. So if anything, that would just be my one complaint, and it's very, very minor. Chelsea Grin, still a fantastic band. If you haven't listened to them, definitely check out their music, and, you know, go see them live. Maybe it was just like an off night. I don't really know, but just from my experience, it'd just be nice to say a thank you, good night, you know, that kind of thing. But anyway, so that's my thoughts on Chelsea Grin. And now it's time for As I Lay Dying. As I Lay Dying did an amazing job from start to finish. It just seemed like they just brought so much energy to the table, and like that's what you expect out of the headliner. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys know from the channel, I'm brand new to this band. I've really done 2 reactions and went to this show on a whim, and, you know, now I totally understand why they're headliners. They just totally bring the energy. The vibe was great, and, you know, I really could not ask for anything more. And I have to say, Tim Lambesis in person is just jacked. And like, I think I mentioned that on the reaction that I did. The very first one was, if I could pick a body type, like if I was a musician or I could pick any body type, I think that's the body type I would have, just a roar. But anyway, that's not the case, but a boy can dream. But anyway, As I Lay Dying was fantastic. I would definitely see them again, and if you haven't seen them, absolutely go check them out on this tour or a next tour, or wherever if they're coming to your town, go check them out. If you haven't checked out their music, go check that out as well. But absolutely, they did an amazing job, and more importantly, of this overall show, all I can say is it was nothing but positive vibes, and that was the coolest thing. I saw little kids with their parents, which was really weird, you know, considering the fact that it seemed like the first 2 bands were deathcore. But anyway, I saw little kids with their parents. That was super cool. I saw, you know, guys, girls, all different ages, and all were just super positive vibes, as they say. And that's pretty much all you want. It's just a great night out. So absolutely check this tour out if it comes to your area. With that being said, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. If you have hit subscribe, and actually I met a few people tonight that actually subscribed right on the spot. And so folks, if you haven't already subscribed, do what they did. Just subscribe right on the spot. It's a good time. Why not? It doesn't cost anything. So hit that subscribe button, boom, and share it with your friends. That's for the folks who have already subscribed. Please let your friends know and have them subscribe. Most importantly, more importantly than anything, if you do one thing, please leave comments. The comments are the greatest thing. As you guys know, I love the comments. I pretty much answer every comment that I get. And I met a few people tonight, and if you know who you are, please, please, please leave comments. Join this community that we have going, and tell your friends. And with that being said, Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.